Hello, everybody. I want to start off letting you know that I come from a background like many of you. We are taught our whole lives from the time we were children to go to school, get a good education, go to college, and get a job. What they don't tell you is that is wrong. That philosophy isn't what gets you where you want to be in life most of the time. I'm not putting down a 9-to-5 job. We've all been there. We've all had to struggle at times, finding our way, so to speak. As a kid, I had many jobs. Grew up on a farm in mid-Ohio. I was taught principles to work hard and dedicate yourself to get the things you want in life. But while that principle is great, it's not taught well to us. So we're kind of taught from the time we're little by our parents, because that's the only thing they ever knew. So what we want to do is learn to change what we want in life first. Dream. Something they don't ever teach us. What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your ambitions? I don't know what your story is. It could be worse than mine. I come from a farming community, grew up with 6 brothers and sisters. My dad worked hard. My mom was a stay-at-home mom because it would have cost too much to have anyone else watch all of us kids. And I worked hard through high school and went on to college and found my, quote, career. And I was a police officer for many years. First, I was a Marine. And I loved the fact that I could help people. But I didn't make big money. And 9 years ago, I was hurt on the job. And I was forced to retire. You'd think that the system that was in place would take care of us, getting that disability pension. But what I found out was that's not always the case. That the world really doesn't do anything to take care of you unless you learn to take care of yourself first. So with that said, I have recently returned back to work part-time, working under disability. And I had learned many years ago, owning my own businesses throughout my life, some marketing techniques, learning to sell, so to speak. And I knew that with the invention of the internet, the capabilities to get where you wanted to be were there. I recently joined Motor Clubs of America because I love the product. I think it has great potential. But what I noticed was it still meant that I had to put a lot of effort in my business to make it happen. There are some shortcuts and some of it works great, and it's worked great for some. But I found that I want to put something in place because I know the internet. I am an expert in many fields, building computers and a little scripting here and there. I've pretty much self-taught, and I took some of it in college many years ago. But I knew that there was enough tools and information out there that I could take this great business opportunity and turn it into something that I flip a switch, and that with only a little bit of effort on my part here and there, I could grow a phenomenal business. Nothing wrong with making $1,500 or $3,500 a week. But I was more interested in what it would do for me long term, because I'm getting up there. I'm just turned 49. And I don't have the patience that the younger generation may have. I want instant results. I want cash flow. I want to retire in a year and a half. And I use those principles that I have learned throughout life. and I found Empower Network. Experts and gurus in their field who have done just that. The founder of Empower Network makes $60,000, or no, I'm sorry, $500,000 a month in 5 years. I want to be one of those. So I joined the Empower Network, and I'm going to tell you what, I cannot express the amount of information, the personal growth that takes place in a very short period of time if you just implement what they have. It's basically a plug and play business if you just listen. I can now implement what I'm learning there into this business and any other business that I so choose to get involved with. As a result, my income is exponentially blowing up. I know that in a very short time, without a doubt, following the system that was in place there, that there will be nothing that can stop what I want. You have to decide, based on what you know in life, will you get where you want to be? Will you hit the goals that you want? I'm going to give you some of my lifelong advice. Knowledge that I have gained from over 25 years of business and marketing and sales. Nothing I have ever seen beats what I have found on the Empower Network. Nothing. They will teach you everything you need to know to make your personal business blow up. The cash flow, if you follow letter by letter what they teach you through audio, video, books, will transform your life. I'm going to leave a link down below. Check it out. I know from personal experience that if you invest in your business, in yourself more than anything, your future, you can't even imagine it. So thank you for listening. I'll be back with you soon.